Hello Virgo, thank you for joining me for your tarot reading for the month of July. As always, please only take the messages that resonate for yourself and leave what isn't yours for another person to enjoy, okay? So really quickly, Virgo, before we get into your reading, I just want to take a moment to thank Otter Spirit. They are the beautiful brand behind the gemstone bracelets that I'm currently wearing today, and these gorgeous bracelets that you see on the desk. Now these bracelets, we're just waiting for the winners of these bracelets to claim their prizes, so go check out the community page on my YouTube channel. Make sure your name's on the list or not on the list. Yeah, just check to see if you're one of the winners. Now, each one of these bracelets is infused with intention, and honestly, they have become such a grounding and heart-opening part of my own practice. On their website, you will find very special collections, such as the Love Pack, the Self-Love Pack, Protection, the Prosperity, and each is crafted to support emotional connection and healing, okay? So, my code for Otter Spirit is Phoenix Tarot 20, and you can pick up yourself a sweet little gift at the checkout, because you do deserve something magical for yourself as well. Right, so the situation at hand for this month is the 8 of summer, so that would be the 8 of cups, okay? This one is your internal energies. What's in your blind spot, what you don't see coming, what is working against you, what is working for you, and the strongest overall energy, the Prince of Summer. Okay, so we are going to get to this one here first, and we're going to combine it with the Prince of Summer. So this one says the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on and choosing to make major life changes, with falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. So a lot of emphasis is being put on your emotions for the month of July, Virgo, okay? This is like feeling out your situation, feeling out why you're not happy with your current situation, whatever this might be about, a relationship or a job, okay? And anything in particular that's been plaguing your mind lately. And realizing, okay, do you know what, it's time, this is going to be the month for me to make some major life changes here, okay? And then basically being swept off of your feet. It could be by a new interest, a new hobby, a new job, a new relationship. But it's all of a sudden, you're going from feeling hopelessness to feeling hopeful and feeling fulfilled. Okay, so you got one extreme and then the other extreme. Where's the balance? So there is definitely going to be a need for you to strike that emotional balance this month, Virgo, okay? They're saying for you to try not to allow your feelings to overwhelm you, because there are a lot of, like, this is such an emotional combination here. Now, they are asking for you to stay grounded and to remain realistic while you're feeling out this current situation. So if you feel that something's not right for you, leave it. If you feel that something else is right for you, go towards it instead, okay? And then you've also got dandelions here, you know, the dandelion tufts. It's like make a wish, okay? So there's definitely making wishes, having your wishes being granted this month, Virgo, and it's gonna please you. It's gonna make you feel incredibly happy and fulfilled this month. So let's take a closer look at that 8 of summer, or the 8 of cups. We are going to clarify all of these cards with the tarot, okay? So basically, someone has the desire to lead, I should say, much more of a fulfilling life or a fulfilling lifestyle. So recognizing why you're unhappy about certain situations. And then you've got the Two of Cups, the Page of Swords, and Strength. So strength is asking for you to maintain your integrity during your trials, during your troubles, okay? I do feel here that you do have a secret admirer, someone who is currently watching you, observing you. They're very, very quiet. Their personality is quite aloof. I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo or someone who's got strong Leo placements in their chart. You could be. But this is more to do with someone trying to remain strong and confident within a situation, right? You're trying to remain strong and confident while you're figuring out your own life here. And then someone else is also trying to remain confident when it comes down to actually approaching you, because there is a message here of a union or a partnership. There could be a new partnership here, either romantic or otherwise. Again, take it as it resonates. If you've been wanting love in your life, you're going to be receiving more love in your life, right? If you've been looking for a new job, you will successfully get that new job. Right? It's whatever area of your life you've been more heavily focused on more recently, and that's the area that this energy is pointing towards, okay? There's also a message here that's coming through about an individual's inexperience. I don't know if that's you or someone else, Virgo. I'm also hearing Pisces. Someone's got a Pisces Venus. I don't know why that's coming through, because there are no Pisces cards out, right? I don't know why that's coming through. But it's the message of going the distance, right? So you're more than capable of going the distance. Everything that you put your mind to, you do tend to see it through to the end, because you are quite stubborn. And then you're looking for a partner who's going to match you on your level, who is going to be able to go the distance with you. And you tend to take that approach with everything that you do, basically. Your work, your relationships, everything. It's like you put everything that you have into that thing. Okay, so that's that combination there. Now with the Eight of Summer, it's realizing that a situation or a relationship has reached a certain plateau point and that it's not likely going to go any further. And then making that decision, okay, you know what? I need to find something or someone who is more at my own level. Okay, right, so your internal energies, the 10 of Autumn, so that would be the equivalent to the 10 of Pentacles. And it says to take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. So in this deck, this particular card is very family orientated, okay? It's you basically taking that leadership role, making sure that the security of your family is watertight. You could be looking at your money and your finances a lot differently. Now, with this being internal energies, I feel that the message here is you know full well that you have the ability to earn more. You have the ability to be incredibly financially successful, right? Your current situation that you're taking steps to leave is not earning enough, not having enough, right? You're leaving that situation, you're leaving that energy, because you know with this 10 of Autumn that you should be at a much different level than what you're at currently. Yeah, you got the Ten of Pentacles that's coming out again. What are the chances of that, right? So the danger here is you could potentially be pushing yourself a little bit too hard. I don't want to speak too much about that because obviously most people at the moment are having those exact problems, okay? Not just Virgos, but the vast majority of people on the planet at the moment are having that issue, right? Nobody's getting paid enough. Well, I say nobody. You know what I mean? Like us regular people are nowhere near getting paid enough, right? It is really hard at the moment to earn a decent wage, to earn a decent living. And that does seem to be the topic of conversation that's coming through here, right? Now, here's the thing, Virgo. Your worth and your value is not based upon how much money you're able to bring in. Because remember, the vast majority of people are not actually able to earn a decent living right now. It's just the way that things are at the moment. So internally, it's like you're figuring out, okay, well, I need the Ten of Pentacles. How am I going to get there? Yeah. And then you've got the King of Cups that's coming out as well. So obviously, that's about emotional stability, emotional availability. So they're saying by you being emotionally available for your nearest and dearest, your loved ones, your children, whatever, or whoever else this involves, that's already you doing your part, okay? That's already you doing so much just by being emotionally available, right? So let's get another card for this. Again, I know it's a really difficult topic to cover, and a lot of readers, they don't tend to speak about money and stuff like that. They much prefer to stick to love and romance and, you know, give you this whole fairy tale. When all's said and done, this is real life, right? This is reality. People are struggling. And you're struggling here as well, Virgo. Now, the card that's come out is the Three of Cups off center. Yeah. With this one, Virgo, because it's internal energies, they're saying try not to fall into that trap of looking at what other people have or how other people are doing and make comparisons, okay? The Three of Cups off center, that's an unhappy energy. It's someone who's sitting there and feeling less than because others have, right? So again, with that going on internally, You've got to keep your head on your shoulders, right? You've got to remain realistic. It's like you're already doing everything that you can here, Virgo, not just for yourself, but for your family also, right? There's a worrying message here about potential gossip. Okay, now it could be that you feel that other people are gossiping about you. The thing is as well, Virgo, you don't see how successful you already are because you've got the Ten of Pentacles that's come out twice here. Nine of Swords, the Fool, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, exactly. So that's keeping your boundaries. There's a new journey, a new beginning, and then taking things slow and being methodical here also. So they're saying here for you to think carefully before you make any rash decisions, okay? Just be really, really careful. There is something here that is worth you protecting. It's not just about your own boundaries, but it's also about your current lifestyle. Like there's something about your current lifestyle that is worth protecting with that Nine of Wands. What's in your blind spot? Ego, a devil energy in your blind spot, the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fears and worries. Yeah. And that's in your blind spot. It is a trap. It absolutely is a trap, because they've already said about looking at the way that other people live at the moment and making those comparisons and feeling like a failure, especially when people are online at the moment and they're showing off how great their life is and how much money they've got and how many holidays they have in a year, and then the rest of us are sitting there and we can barely afford to buy in more bread or more milk, or do you know what I mean? It's like, that's the reality of it. So especially like social media is a right bastard for that, because it's not real. None of that's real, right? And you'll find as well that a lot of the people that are out there and they're showing off what it is that they have, how much debt did they put themselves in to do that, to show off to other people, right? And that's the reality of it. Most of these others have put themselves into significant debt in order to show off this fancy-ass lifestyle online. And that's why it's fake. So make sure that you're not falling into that illusion, because it is a trick. It's devil energy. The devil is a massive, massive trickster, right? So we've got someone here that's basically feeling like they failed themselves. They failed their family because of what they don't have. Instead, Virgo, you should be looking at what it is that you have got, what it is that you have successfully managed to do. Do you know what I mean? It's all about keeping that ego in check. So let's take a closer look at that one. Can you tell us more about ego? Thank you. That one's off center. The Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're being lied to. Exactly. Ace of Swords is coming out off center. That's illusions and delusions. Okay, don't fall into that trap. The World. Ending of a cycle. Being more knowledgeable, more informed as well. And the Seven of Wands. Standing up for what's right. Doing the right thing here. What's that Seven of Wands? There's a bit of pushback. Yeah, the three of Swords. So that's the pushback that I was feeling. In the blind spot. There's a denial. It's like someone, either you or someone else, is in denial about what is real and what is fake. Okay. I mean, this could also be, because of that emphasis on family, there could be a member of your family that doesn't quite get it, that doesn't quite understand why they can't have this, that, and the next, right? And they're seeing online that, oh, well, other people are, right? I mean, this could be your child that's demanding something that other people have, and you're like, no, we can't do that, we can't afford. And then their retort is, well, such and such online has got them, right? They don't see what goes in to having to live, having to survive. They don't see all the work that's got to go into that, right? Someone has definitely fixated on stuff and money and possessions and what other people have. Someone is fixated on that, and that's the type of person, that's the type of energy that you're dealing with this month, Virgo. It's very, very disappointing, really disappointing. It feels like someone's going to push back here. Okay, what is working against you? The Three of Summer. For what's working against you. But is positive energy. News worth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations or births, and friends that you cherish for what's working against you. It could just be other people at the moment are working against you, right? I mean, make it make sense. News worth celebrating that is working against you. It feels a bit like spite to me. It feels like someone's going out of their way to almost like rub something in your face, rub their happy news, their celebrations in your face, making you feel even more like shit. You got the Ten of Wands that's coming out off center here. That's saying for you not to get involved. Don't get involved with the Three of Summer. Don't get involved with other people. You got the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor. You got to stay in your power here. Whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't make a difference. Stay in this Emperor energy. It's very stoic. It's someone who's very focused on what it is that they're doing, not what it is that other people may or may not be doing. Okay. It's being hard at work. It's being focused on your own side of the fence, basically. There's also potentially for some Virgos, there's like a boss or a manager or a business owner or something like that. There's basically forcing you to do overtime while they go off on their jollies. Because again, initially, this Three of Summer is such a beautiful energy, right? It's all about fun, parties, celebrating, socializing, right? But then when you look at the cards that are clarifying it and remembering the position that it's in, what is working against you, I feel that someone is trying to lumber far too many responsibilities at your door when you're already unhappy, when you're already struggling, when you're already being put through so much pressure. It's like another person, someone who is in charge, or someone who is, like I said, a boss or a manager, is trying to force you to work overtime, to do more, to work more. And that's why it's what's working against you. So what is working for you? The Eight of Spring. Yeah. Stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Successful multitasking. Sudden events or changes. And I feel that these sudden events or sudden changes are actually positive, because it's what's working for you, not what is working against you. This one is the equivalent of the Eight of Wands. So that's moving quick. You moving quick. You making decisions quick. Okay? And it's strange as well, Virgo, because they're saying that actually you do tend to work more efficiently when you've got a lot on. It's like you're very methodical. You take a very sort of structured approach towards your work, your job, your business, towards everything. That there's a very structured approach to it. So in a bit of a twisted way, you being under pressure is working in your favor, because you're going to be able to work more efficiently. Yeah, just make sure that you do take some time to have a rest, have a break. What are these sudden changes for Virgo? Remember, successful multitasking. Okay, so the sudden changes is the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. I'm reading that as you having more finances to keep hidden away here with the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, okay. It's actually, you're going to have more finances to play with here. So many choices, so many options, and so many different things that you can do with these additional finances. Okay. Can you tell us more? Thank you. Judgment in the reversed position. It's not going to bring you happiness though, Virgo, with Judgment being in reverse. Okay. Yes, it might make you feel fulfilled for a little bit, but that's going to be a fleeting emotion with the Seven of Cups being there. Okay, you're going to find this month that actually what brings you more purpose in life is to work less and not more. Even though there is this whole financial thing that everyone's struggling through at the moment, even with that going on, I'm seeing that you're still going to make it work for you and for your family, because there's much more enjoyment and sense of purpose when you're emotionally available, when you're emotionally there for your family, for your little ones, for the important people in your life, okay? Because Judgment reversed, that's also somebody realizing that they've made a mistake, okay? Yeah, the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Very, very spiritual energies, very wise. A wise leader, a wise teacher. I feel that this is saying, because it's one of your strongest overall energies, that you're teaching the next generations that follow after you what is important and what it means to live a life that is purposeful. Because see how these other people here are listening to every single word that this person's saying here? You're being a good example. Okay. Right, let's get you a healing message. Also, if you've managed to make it this far into the reading, then thank you very, very much. I definitely would appreciate you showing me some love on my little clicky click buttons below, because only 43% of my viewers are subscribed. Okay, so that's a lot that are not subscribed. I definitely would appreciate it. It does help me out a lot, so thank you very, very much. Okay, can we have a healing message for Virgo, please? Oh. Okay, Pegasus and freedom, number 22. Interesting. So it's time for you to put your freedom first and foremost. It says, find freedom in the mastery of oneself. You cannot control others. To be truly free, you must cultivate your independence. No one owns you but you. You always have a choice. Look to your values in order to make a good decision. Yeah. And then it says, there is a saying that roughly translates as, if you ride a horse, you fly without wings. There is, for those of us who love horses, nothing quite like the feeling of the powerful freedom of moving with a horse. The whole sensory overload of speed, sound, smell, the wind in your hair, and being connected with another animal so closely that is primal in the way that it gives you awe, pleasure, and a sense of freedom. Pegasus was the immortal horse of mythos who actually did have wings. Pegasus was born from the neck of the dying Medusa, beautiful and powerful, yet free and wild. Pegasus remained riderless for a very long time. Okay, and then your words of power are, I am free and I always have a choice. Yeah, so you do have a choice, Virgo. You're starting off the month feeling like you don't have a choice. You're starting off the month feeling like you have to take on more work. But ultimately, what will you really benefit from that? More stress, more anxiety, right? This is all about making sure that you're putting your happiness as a priority, Keia. Okay, what else? The Virgo. And I know how ridiculous that sounds as well, given the state of everything at the moment. Like, trust me, I'm right there with you. You guys can see I put a lot of work into my YouTube channels, a lot, and I barely get anything back. So I'm right there with you. I am not one of these that is sitting in a big fucking house that is waited on hand and foot. I'm just a regular ass person that's barely scraping by. I am in the exact same situation. Not rich and famous, not by a long shot. Nor would I want to be. So don't think for a single second that I'm reading this from way up high in my ivory tower. Okay, when going through tough times, it is important to remember that nothing up to this point has defeated you. You've overcome challenges before. Be kinder to yourself and be thankful for all that you already have. Yeah. It's that trick, isn't it, of that need for more. And we've all done it. We've all done it. Myself included. We all want more. More of anything. What they're saying here is to be thankful for what you already have. And again, I appreciate that that's, at the moment, it's not going to be much of a comfort to anybody because of the way that everything is. Again, I'm right there with you. It's hard to remember that we still do have a lot to be thankful for. Like, for real. Even in the worst situations, even if you're homeless and have to live in a friend's converted clothes cupboard, which I had to do for a long time. Even then, there was still so much to be thankful for. Right? Being safe being the main one. We're always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you're alone in a situation, just know that you never truly are. So you're never truly alone, okay? We're reminding you to stop, look around, and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back. Okay. So you are being divinely supported, protected, and guided. Okay. You have to make a bid for your freedom, whatever that particular sentence means specifically for you. And certainly don't fall into that trap of others have and I have not. Okay. There's, like I said, we've all done it. And at some point we all will do it, and we'll all do it again. And then we'll need another reminder. And you know what? That's fine. It's part of being human. What else for Virgo? What is my body telling me right now? So what is your body telling you? Our body speaks to us through physical pain or discomfort. Our body sends messages for us to look more deeply, see the trapped emotions, the lurking fears and beliefs that limit you. Listen to your physical body and you will be led to the source of your pain. It is time to get your healing on. Today's soul action: get the book Heal Your Body by Louise L. Hay. I think that's the creator of this deck, actually. That's naughty. and find the answers towards which your body is guiding you. Okay, so basically she's saying, look, I've got this book out. It might be helpful for you if you're one of these that struggles to listen to what it is that your physical body is trying to tell you about your own situation. Because, you know, when we're so focused on the earthy and the physical stuff, we often do forget that our bodies, our minds, our hearts, like, and other people around us, like our loved ones, they still need nurturing, right? But especially when it comes down to your own body needs nurturing. And it feels to me like you've been missing out on something for such a long time, Virgo, that it's physically manifesting, quite possibly, into some sort of ailment. Okay? So, yeah, pay attention. What is it that all of this stress is doing to your body? It can't be anything good. Yeah? So that's what she's saying there. Right, let's take a look at the shitty deck. Again, it was a bit of a strange reading, that one, but I have found that I do tend to get given the messages that quite honestly other readers just don't want to take on. And you know what? That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Apparently that's my job. That's absolutely fine. So, yeah, if you were expecting something different today for your reading, I can only apologise, okay? I can't change the result just because it's come out as something not very popular, right? Okay, the first chapter of your life will not matter as much as the last chapter of your life. It'll show you how well you have carried yourself through all of the shitty obstacles that were thrown your way, and you're going to realise that you have won by how much you've grown. Yep. There will be times where you feel tired, that you cannot push forth any further, but you need to dig deep and pull that shit out of you to keep going. Finding that strength within you to keep going. Oh, look, and the first draft of everything is shit. Don't worry so much if you can't get it right the first time. As long as you keep going, that shit will eventually become unicorn poop. So 2 cards that are saying, okay, well, you're not going to be successful at every single damn thing that you try, right? Not every relationship that you get into is going to be successful. Not every job that you start is going to be it for the rest of your life. Not every home that you move into are you supposed to be there for forever, right? That life, it's supposed to keep moving, yeah? So what they're saying here is, because your first card out, 8 of Summer, that's like walking away from something. And the overall feeling with this one is, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go again. I was wanting to put down roots. I was wanting to do this, that, and the next. I was wanting to be here for a long time. Or I was wanting to be with this person for a long time. And then lo and behold, nope, not quite happening. So what they're saying is, don't internalize that as being a failure, okay? Because it's not a failure. It isn't. It absolutely isn't. They're saying pancakes. Why pancakes? Oh, because the first pancake always turns out a bit weird. You normally chuck away the first pancake. And then you just keep making more and more and more pancakes. Okay. Random. But that's your message. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful for someone. Don't forget to like the video if you did like the video. It would be amazing if you supported your own readings. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Personal readings, if you feel that you're needing one, they are available on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. And also the link for the fantastic Otter Spirit as well, who very, very generously donated all of these free gifts as well for our viewers and subscribers. Don't forget to check out the community page, see if your name is on the winners list. if you entered the competition by telling me last month which one of these you wanted, then yeah, you will be in for a chance. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.